Sega.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, I'm BurningDogFace, and I'd like to welcome you to Let's Play Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. This game originally came out in 2011, but we're going to be playing the Anniversary Remaster from 2021, because they literally overwrote the original game with the remaster in my inventory on Steam. So, here's hoping it's a really good remaster. Anyway, it's a third-person shooter set in the universe that originally invented the term Grimdark. And, of course, we're going to be running around as one of the Emperor's glorious Astartes. Specifically, as you can see, we'll be playing as a captain in the Ultramarines chapter. Because, of course, it's about the blueberries. And as much as I'd love to jump in and start smiting the enemies of the Emperor, there are a few things I should mention before we begin. Starting with the fact that I'm going to be doing this long play style, which is to say that instead of a carefully edited montage of just the cool and exciting bits, I'm going to be using minimal editing to bring you guys more or less my entire experience with the game from beginning to end. This is also going to be a blind LP. I stepped into the very first area in order to get a reading on the frame rate and audio levels. But other than that, everything we're about to see is going to be new to me. I'm going to play the game for the first time ever, and you guys get to come along for the ride. Here's hoping we all enjoy ourselves. And it feels like the last whole bunch of Let's Plays I've done have been of games that people have gifted me, so I feel like this is where I'm supposed to give special thanks to someone, but I kind of bought this one myself on the sale like a decade ago, so special thanks to me from me, I guess? Well, let's see here. New campaign. Easy. Enemies will do less damage to you and attack less often. Select this if you are new to action and shooter games. You will rarely die. Normal. Enemies will do full damage to you and be very aggressive. Expect encounters to be challenging. You will die occasionally. Hard. Enemies will inflict increased damage and will do everything they can to annihilate you. You will need to use all the tools at your disposal to win. You will die often. Let's just go with normal. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Priority alarm. Xenos invasion force detected. Invasion target, Graia. Designation Forge World. Manufactorum Ajacis. Industrial output. Oh. Warlord class Titan. Strategic value absolute. Xenos invasion in progress. Recommended course of action? Exterminatus? Negative. Strategic value absolute. Deploy capital weaponry? Negative. Estimated reduction in manufacturing output unacceptable. Liberation fleet? Affirmative. Estimated time of arrival 5 to 37 days. Delay unacceptable. Strategic value absolute. Escalate area denial? Affirmative. Execute request order. Adeptus Astartes Ultra. Response incoming. Deploying the Ultramarines. Oh, that's a war-torn Forge World, all right. And there's a ship that's easily 1,000, 10,000 times bigger than the Pillar of Autumn from Halo. Just scrap metal now.
Ultramarines fleet. Seat, +9 Terran days, invasion in progress. Objective, secure the Titans. Well, at least one dropship is on its way.
Captain Titus, the Orks have massacred the Forge World's forces. And they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Clever of the damned Orks. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machines.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report.
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We are losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. Find another way down.
Aye, Captain. Thunderhawk Lancer 12 returning to launch bay.
Jump packs. Of course.
This is your plan.
We need to get to the surface to take out the gun battery. Or do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the Orks.
Is that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Oh. Try to keep up.
Oh boy. Free fall in an exploding fleet. Great. Well, they do guns well, those Orks. I'll give them that. Part 1, Planetfall, above Forge World Graia. L to navigate, R to look, and here come the Gretchen! But before we get to the wholesale slaughter, just a very quick prayer to our God Emperor. My armor is contempt. My shield is disgust. My sword is hatred. In the Emperor's name, let none survive. X for melee. He's got a knife that would be about the size of a two-handed sword in a normal human's hands. Oh, here's some boys. Oh, you didn't like that one little bit, did you? Press Y to stun an opponent. Stun you again and focus on your buddy over here. Hopefully it doesn't stack. L to aim, R to fire. Oh, something shot them for me. Your health is low, press Y to stun, and B to execute and regain health. Full health. Yep, fuck that guy in particular. I understand there's a drinking game with this title in particular, where every time someone says Space Marines, you take a drink and you will be dead of alcohol poisoning within like 2 hours. Ooh, you're a big guy.
Get off my ship, Space Marine!
I couldn't hear you throw all that metal. What? I'm I'm sure it wasn't important. A to perform a combat roll. Dodging, good. Ah! That was good. I like that. More execution health. Cover myself in blurred. Ow! You shit piece. Now, there's a visually impaired guy watching my channels, at least one. Shout out to Justin Jones. And I like to provide little visual descriptions of stuff for his sake, but in this particular case, I happen to know he's a huge fan of Warhammer 40K, so all I gotta say is I'm an Ultramarine on the back of an Orkish airship. It's covered in guns and also covered in Orks. Got a bolt pistol in one hand and a giant-ass knife in the other. Get a little closer. There you go. Chain XY to kick. Ooh. Honestly, the execution animations are a little less violent than I was expecting for this particular universe. He just kind of jams the knife in and then pulls it back out again with a torrent of blood. Well, I happen to know that you reload by hitting right bumper.
I'm gonna put your head on a spike, Space Marine!
Oh, shit. They got nades. I should probably comment. I did a whole bunch of testing to make sure the audio levels and such were proper. Might still be off by a bit. You know, live demo. But I did get this achievement. The Might of the Righteous. Kill 100 enemies. So I thought that was interesting. I should bring the achievement thing back up. Might need that later. Shoot me again. Yeah, these orcs are pretty much exactly what I'd heard. Ah. Press B to rotate turret. Yeah, it needs to be pointing the other way. You know, what the ship is attached to. And we are about to get further than I ever actually made it. Because I was just testing. Objective complete, disable the orc ship, and down it goes. Except I dropped the jump pack already, so, what the fuck am I gonna do? Ah, nothing. I'm just gonna kind of stand here. Just sort of bracing his knees. That was a much smaller impact than I was expecting. I was kind of thinking the whole thing would go up like a giant bomb. Everybody remember where we parked? Ooh, this place has had it. Like even before we hit it. Bunch of dead boys. Unharmed Captain Titus. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. Hell yes.
Captain Titus, come in. Damned Orks shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros, but I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Heading towards the front lines now.
I will meet you there.
Was that Sidonus? Interesting. Getting to know my buddies. I believe that was the one who looked uncannily like Anthony Hopkins. But, you know, with burns on the side of his face and a blind eye. I love the thump every time I step down. Chapter 2, Against All Odds, Industrial Zone 82. Zero? I noticed over there 0 servo skulls collected. Not really sure what a Space Marine would be doing with those on the battlefield. Mind you, the lovely thing about 40K lore is that for as much as I know I have a very shallow understanding of a lot of things, rather than a detailed understanding of basically anything. Yeah, fucking grots. But, why are they fighting each other? Oh, right, yeah. That's just kind of what they do. Fighting.
Remain calm. Evacuate in orderly fashion. Public disturbances will not be tolerated.
I know they're basically just goblins, but there's still something really satisfying about firing 3 shots from a bolt pistol and killing 3 dudes. Oh, this is a temple, yes. Pick up Bolter. I didn't even see it on the ground there. Bolter unlocked. The .998 Godwin pattern Bolter is the characteristic Space Marine battle rifle, firing self-propelled explosive-tipped rounds. Right trigger to fire, right bumper to reload. Oh, yes, I see. D-pad to change weapons.
Access authorized. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
Who wants to kill? Come and get this Space
If that seemed underwhelming to you with explosive bullets, orcs are just like that. Or was the bolter in here? Huh, that makes more sense. Just looking around for servo skulls. I guess those would be a collectible. Ah. Stuck on the environment over here. I'm sure that's a good sound.
Humans all alone.
Really? The humans all alone? That's what you take from this? Like, I know you guys know what Space Marines are.
Captain! Destroy them!
Alright.
This way.
I didn't need that help, whatever. Ammo recharge, you say. We'll pull that off in case it's only one and done. Ow, ow, ow! I remember hearing a thing about this game before it came out. Like back in the day, I mean. It was an interview with one of the devs. He was saying how, where is that? Oh. Right, up. Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the sound of all your teeth flying out the back of your head. Oh, I'm sure that would have looked great if it hadn't been clipping into the wall. Oh yeah, one and done. Good to know. There was more than one of those boxes. Ow! Oh, hell. Need another orc. There's one. Health. She must be Leandros. He looks younger than me, but that doesn't mean as much with Space Marines as it does with normal people.
Are you
Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I look to its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself, yes.
I don't want to watch your tone there, Titus. Free thinking is the first step to heresy. One of the dev was saying in the interview was that they came up with this whole cover-based shooting system, like from Gears of War or what have you. But, oh, there is a sprint, okay. This cover-based, shooting system, and then they're working on it, and something feels off, and they're trying to figure it out, and then they realize, oh, Space Marines don't take cover. Like, they'll stand behind stuff. You know, they will get into cover, but they won't, like, crouch down and hide themselves from the enemy. Especially not when it's orcs. At least that's what the guy said. Your interpretation may vary. So they not only got rid of that, they reinterpreted the health system from using lovingly detailed and lovingly recreated Space Marine first aid kits to this system with the executions giving you kills, because that basically...
The defense cannon, Captain?
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how.
Oh, that's got to be one of those. Tap to collect audio log. Oh. Audio log. Guardsman's Journal 1 of 5.
Personal message cache. Guardsman Thomas Alexander. Must be winter back home. No snow here, that's for certain. We've been diverted to a forge world under Ork attack. The defenders are all dead. The Orks are killing everyone on the planet. And we're the only Imperial Guard in the sector. The fleet's on the way, but are a couple of weeks out. We're in for a hard fight.
Now this is listed under, wait. Oh, no, there weren't any in Chapter 1. Okay, I guess that was how that was, sure. I don't like that there are 3 ahead of that. Did I just miss 3? Is there any red lights back there I didn't notice? This is the second level. Oh, I didn't finish the thought. The reason they implemented these execution healings is because it encourages and all but forces the player to constantly play very aggressively, to just throw themselves into the midst of the enemy, because that's what a Space Marine does.
Keep firing! Keep firing!
Sorry, these guardsmen are, not yours. Maybe a one-handed sword in their hands. They're bigger than I was expecting. Oh yeah, las rifles. I mean, we'll get stuff that's way better than that, but it's nice that they have them.
My lord, you have saved us.
Rise, Guardsman. You saved yourselves. We thought you did.
We would be, my lord, if not for the lieutenant.
Where will we find this lieutenant?
At the front lines. Follow the trench network to the lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, Guardsman. We rendezvous with Sidonus, then we find this lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
Thank you. And may the Emperor be with you. Before I head through there, I'm going to call it, as I think this has been a pretty good premiere episode. Though before we go, there is one thing I wanted to share with you guys, and that, of course, is the spiel that was at the beginning of my first 40K novel. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind. By the might of his inexhaustible armies, 1,000,000 worlds stand against the dark. Yet, he is a rotting carcass, the carrion lord of the Imperium, held in life by marvels from the dark age of technology, and the 1,000 souls sacrificed each day so that his may continue to burn. To be a man in such times is to be one amongst untold billions. It is to live in the cruelest and most bloody regime imaginable. It is to suffer an eternity of carnage and slaughter. It is to have cries of anguish and sorrow drowned by the thirsting laughter of dark gods. This is a dark and terrible era, where you will find little comfort or hope. Forget the power of technology and science. Forget the promise of progress and advancement. Forget any notion of common humanity or compassion. There is no peace among the stars, for in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Having said that, I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you in the next exciting episode of Let's Play Warhammer 40K Space Marine. Have yourselves a great day till then, Burning Dog fans. Later!